Giving you till the morning time. Make you want it. Sexy ladies, slow baby when you want one. Slow baby when you want one. Walk to me, yeah, your destiny. Flex to me, slow baby when you want one. Take where your heart, girl, I got your car, take.
Hey beautiful people, I'm Amy Adjusting Me and I'm coming to you live from Scandinavia, Denmark to be specific, and Copenhagen to be even more specific. And yes, I know this is a completely new look for your girl, and all the hair details will be in this description box. This is purely a hair video and it's brought to you by a company called Youth Beauty. That is the hair that I'm rocking in this video, I mean this color. Child, we went silver, we went grey, we went white, we did everything, and I feel like it just came out looking super good. So I'm going to give you guys the hair details and then talk you through how I got it this colour, and then what this video is really about, how to make your wigs look more natural, your lace wigs, where I see people going wrong all the time. I see YouTubers going wrong, I see sometimes even celebrities going wrong. We're gonna fix everybody's hair problems today. Let me just grab the things you need to see. Okay, so first of all, what you need to know about this wig, it is from a company called Youth Beauty. I got it in 150 density. So if you want a custom colored wig, you normally have to buy it blonde, which is what I did, and then you can decide, do you want to go pink, do you want to go blue, do you want to go yellow, do you want to go orange, how crazy do you want to get?
Guys, I actually realized today that Youth Beauty Hair actually do custom colored wigs already, so you don't actually have to go through the whole process of toning and coloring the hair like I did. If there's a color that you see on the screen here that you like, you can buy the hair already that color, or you can do what I did and you can custom color a blonde wig. Anyway, let's carry on with what I did.
Now this silver grey I have wanted for the last 5 years, but I've been in the corporate world since forever, so going like hair like this, couldn't do it. So I got the hair and it was quite warm. Now this is something you need to know if you're going to do the colouring yourself, otherwise I might suggest you take it to a colourist, because if you spend that amount of money, you don't want to F up your hair, you want to get a good color job. So first thing you need to know is most hair that's been bleached will come up warm. Now if you want a hair color that is this white, this silver, you need to tone the hair first. Purple toners first to knock out all the yellow and the brassiness in the hair before you color it. Then for the roots, I dyed it. I got a Schwarzkopf pack of steel grey and I dyed the roots, and I drag it down with my fingers. Put all the info in the description box. But what I wanted to also talk to you guys about is how to get your lace wig looking natural, because I see some people, even some of the biggest YouTubers out there, they go to the hair salon, the hair stylist lays the hair, it looks super good, but then 3-4 days later when they're rocking it and they've been styling it themselves, it looks toe up, like all across like the hairline. You can just see it just doesn't look natural. I mean, this probably isn't my best work, but trust me, it's hard to get your best work. Parry's coming in. Trust me, it's hard to get your wig slaying as it should when you're traveling, you don't have all your kits. If you want to make your wig look natural, I feel like where most people go wrong is these tends to be the weapons of choice. You know, it's either got to be glued hairspray or got to be glued super gel. Me, I'm going to be honest, the hairspray is kind of like my poison. This is the one I use all the time. But if I'm traveling, I always take this because this will not get through customs. Like £1.50, so freaking affordable. I'll link it in the description box. But these are the like lace wig killers. This is what you need if you want to lay and slay. But I prefer this. But where people go wrong is they put the product down and they don't realize it's going to leave residue, so you have to be continuously washing your lace. So I would say you should wash the lace at least once a week, because the residue buildup is going to be what makes the lace stop looking natural. When you first get it done in the salon and it slays, of course there was no build up, the lace was looking good. After a week all the product build up has gotten on there, it's not going to stay as well. So wash your lace at least once every week. And also some people will bleach their knots, which is great. That's probably the most effective way to get the roots of the wig to match your actual skin color. Bleaching it and then obviously putting like your foundation on it. But what I tend to prefer to do is I use fake tan. I don't have it with me, but I'll also link the fake tan that I use. I put it on the inside of the lace, and that just sprays a very similar skin tone color on the lace, and I feel like that leaves a lot less residue than actually using makeup, because then again that's something that actually will obviously leave residue. Okay, so you've put your got to be glue down, you've laid it. Of course you need to do your headscarf. We all know this. That's not what this video is about. This is like where people actually go wrong, where you start seeing that band and line, or it's like see-through, or some people it's even white. This, my friends, I don't know how people don't know this. This is all you need. Once you've laid your hair, you are going to have residue. I always do with the spray, because I drag it even further down than the actual lace needs to be, just to make sure everything lays super well. Do not apply your makeup on top of the build-up. You're going to look crazy. You're going to create that line. Use a bit of wet wipe and gently dab until you remove the excess hairspray, the excess got to be glue gel, until that is all gone. And do it gently, because you don't want to lift the lace wig. I mean, it's the simplest trick in the world, but I feel like people don't know it, and that's where they go wrong. And also, do your hair before you do your makeup. Do not do your makeup and then do your wig. No, you're gonna mess everything up. You're not gonna be able to take your makeup off. It's gonna be a mess. Do your hair before you do your makeup. When there's residue after the hair is laid, take off the residue with the residue of the product. Take it off with a wet wipe, and also make sure you're washing the lace of the wig around the hairline at least once a week if you're getting product build up. Now, the main thing I'd also say is you're going to get a lot more product build up with the got to be glued gel than you are with the hairspray, because obviously this is a much thinner consistency. So I feel like if you use a spray, you have to wash your lace less frequently. So those are my main tips. If you guys want to know, obviously, like, you wrap the hair for at least 20 minutes after you've applied the product and you've lined your lace. If you can obviously get baby hairs in there, please do so as well. But you can see I don't have any residue, I don't have any banding, I haven't really slayed my baby hairs. But your girl's on holiday, she ain't got no gel really. I've got this, but I don't want to use it, so this is good enough for me. So this is just my easy, simple tips. Make sure you have your wet wipes, make sure you do your hair before you do your makeup, and if you can just use the hairspray, just use it. No need to be doing lace cap method, wig method, gel. It's unnecessary. You don't need to do both as well, because you'll literally tear off your hairline, and don't put it in your hairline as well. So yeah, that's a quick tutorial on like how I got this color and how I get my lace wigs to slay, because you guys always say how come your lace wigs look so good. So I hope this helps somebody. If you guys like these quick tips and hints videos, let me know. Otherwise, I'm Mimi of Just Being Me. We are looking good, and we are most definitely feeling good. All this hair information will be linked in the description box. It's an amazing company called Youth Beauty. So I'm Mimi of Just Being Me. Catch you guys soon. Ciao. Love from Denmark.